Babs just talking about the third period and maybe missing minutes prior to that, but he liked the third period and what you guys were able to do to grind through a real tough existence to get back into the game. What appealed to you?
Yeah, we just seemed to find our legs and some energy, and you kind of build some momentum from that. You kind of feed off line after line. Obviously, some desperation with obviously trying to get ourselves back and give ourselves a chance to get the win. So did a good job of that. Obviously, earned a point. We didn't finish the job in overtime, but some good things. And for us, obviously, we want to get back on track and kind of get rolling here again, get some results that we need, and play the way that we're capable of. So, you go through a lot of ups and downs throughout the year, and some good challenges, some good adversity, and good opportunity for us to kind of start this week off right. Obviously, heading into the Christmas break, so should be real excited and kind of biting to get back out there.
Stretches like this will happen in any season, but how important is internal accountability for you guys and as a leader on the team just to stress that?
Yeah, absolutely. I think guys that have been through it, and even some of our young players and guys that are real key players for us want to really set the example out there and do things the right way. Obviously, mistakes can be made, but I think it's like you said, how you hold yourself accountable and saying the right message. And over time, you like to think when you're competing as hard as you can, playing the way that coaching staff kind of lays out our game plan and playing our system and letting our skill kind of happen as we play within that. You like to think the results are going to come more frequently than not. So we know we got a good hockey team with a lot of depth, and we just want to trust that.
I know that William isn't exactly where he wants to be just yet, but what have you liked about what you have seen from him over his first 5 games playing?
Well, I think you see his poise out there. He's really strong on his skates too. He's strong on the puck, and I think he's got a really underrated shot. He's got a really good shot, and I'm sure as he starts to feel more comfortable, start to feel more like himself, and kind of get into that rhythm, you'll see a lot of that kind of only get better and be more consistent. So, when you miss training camp and you miss the first couple months of the year, it takes time. The rest of us have all had that. You kind of work out some of those kinks and knock off the rust. So for him, it's still a feeling out process, and I think we all knew that. I'm sure he did too. Obviously, he has a lot of expectations for himself and challenges himself to be at a higher level. So he'll be there, I'm sure, very shortly.
Even with a power play as good as it is it inevitable in a league this good that you're going to go through some downsides and it's just a matter of tweaking moving forward, but sticking with the plan?
Yeah, I think that's pretty much a good way to look at it. Not try to get too enamored with one game or a small sample size. Last game obviously probably wasn't our best, but the game before we just couldn't buy one. We had so many opportunities. I forget the amount of shots we had on net and a scoring opportunities. So, I think that's where you just know we're doing some good things. Try not to get frustrated. Just stay with it and look for that next opportunity. So, this would be a good night to kind of get on track and get a couple of big goals.
Coming back in for the Devils, and how much of a difference does that make for a team like that?
Well, I mean, he's obviously the reigning league MVP. Had a tremendous year last year. I think his game has kind of really taken another step the last couple of years, and he's really kind of their leader and a guy that they really kind of look to. I think obviously for production, but I think a guy that kind of sets the tone for them and extremely fiery and competitive kind of guy. So, he's going to be at his best, and I'm sure he's excited to get back in the lineup.
Mike was talking about being machine-like. What does that mean to you? And when he says that, is he referring to a particular team maybe you guys should look to be like? Or?
Well, he doesn't suggest really any particular team, but I think it's just not getting complacent and not getting getting away from a lot of the small details that bring you success that maybe aren't always the most enjoyable, the most fun. It's a lot of commitment and a lot of hard work every day over an 82-game season to get the results that you want, get them as consistently as you want, and hopefully be in the best position possible with an opportunity to be in the playoffs. So, just kind of have that same mentality and being able to find that on a daily basis, especially in a league like this with 30 other teams trying to do the same thing, as competitive it is, how talented it is, just having that right mindset.
I think Mark. What have you seen from Riley this year? What is he? Obviously points and playing defensively, but what have you, now that you're with him and on the same team, what have you seen from him?
Well, I think he's just very comfortable in his own skin. I think he's obviously matured into a really good leader. Obviously, I wasn't here before, but he's got a great presence in the locker room. Keeps things light, likes to have a lot of fun, but very competitive guy with a very good skill set, and I think you can kind of just see his game kind of continuing to get better and better as the season goes on.
Obviously not Long Island, but how special is it to come back to the metropolitan area?
Yeah, I spent a lot of time, obviously, in the area. A lot of great memories, met a lot of great people. A big part of who I am today. So, cool to be back in the area, but I think mostly just focusing on how I can help my team tonight to get a win.